It's so good. It's so mine. And I'm in love with a stripper.
Oh,
That wasn't
really?
the song
That
you was
was
singing.
definitely not the song I was singing at all.
What you was singing, babe?
I was singing Olivia Dean.
Oh God, she can sing.
Only have a couple minutes and we're going back to real life.
Damn, how did I get? I'm in love with a
Back
stripper.
on your sofa.
She uses auto tune.
She is not using no auto tune
She
at
sounds
all.
too damn good. That Olivia Dean be sounding too good. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
I was
What's up,
thinking about
man?
going to her concert solo dolo.
Really?
Would you want to go to an Olivia Dean concert?
Yes, I'm a fan. What's up, y'all? What's the deal, man? How to tell someone could be a great partner. How to tell someone could be a great partner. Dreams.
A great partner for you.
For you. Dreams and Desires, episode.
Is this 3?
Yeah, we moving.
You sure?
Yeah, we getting up there.
I feel like it could be 4.
Get it?
It's possible.
I don't know. Well, if we count them episodes with Yosef and the goddamn New Love Life, we could probably be like 28. God damn, how many videos we did. Hey, this is going to be a spiritual, impactful video because oh boy. A little bit about the idea of the video and the story. And what's up, y'all? And when y'all come in, just
yes, what is up, family? Say what's up. What's Peace, good? Mr. Young. Welcome in.
What's good? We came up with this video based off of my past experience and my past abuse with drugs. So in my past relationships, a lot of times I was numbing myself with drugs and I was never really getting to know the person. I was stuck in a conundrum with myself based off of me not loving myself. One particular relationship I was in, me and the girl was like addicts, like full-blown addicts to the extreme. Bars, ecstasy, alcohol was like drinking orange juice to us. We just did it all, right? And we was running from something. We was trying to escape our reality, and we just bonded off of just drug abuse. So naturally, we never got to know each other. We really never got to...
The real you.
Right. We really never got to experience each other fully based off of the numbing effect that we was doing to ourselves. Completely shutting down the body and the mind. So long story short, I went on a hiatus and kind of started sobering up. I said, I need to take a break. I still was on my drug thing, but I needed to take a slow break. Sure enough, when I took that break of alcohol and the bars and all of that, I started to look at this girl and say, who the hell are you?
You didn't know who she was in your sober life.
She was still fucked up. She was still drunk, high, everything. And when you ever been to the club, you be sober and everybody be around you drunk and fucked up or high, and you see it and you be like, damn, these motherfuckers fucked up. And it looks like they're having a good time, but they're really sloppy. In their mind, they feel like they're having the best time in the world. But when you sober up and you look at it, you're like, damn, you just really, I love you, bro. And they falling around and all of that.
Yeah.
That's what I was seeing in her. So now I'm moving through this space with this young lady, and I'm thinking to myself, like, as I'm sober and I'm calm, like, how the fuck did we even meet? The drugs numbed my body and my mind so much that I didn't even realize that I was with somebody I didn't know.
That's crazy.
So today, what we're talking about is how to identify and realize if this person is right for you, if there's somebody that you're compatible with, if this person is meant to be in your life.
That is so good. And I think, like, first of all, I want to know, like, how did y'all even get into this drug-induced relationship? Like, how did that even start? Like, where did that initiate? Did y'all meet each other while you were already, you know, deep into that venture? Did you bring her into the drug world, or was she already on that type of timeline? Like, how did that look?
We was both in that timeline.
Mm.
We met through drugs, and our experience it was nothing but alcohol abuse. Definitely alcohol abuse. Weed, bars, Xanax, ecstasy was crazy for us. Like because I had just a large amount of it, so it was just basically a drug addiction adventure. What's good, BB? What's up, Jock? Mr. Patrick, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, let us know where
The
y'all at.
brothers is coming in here today.
Hey,
Love it.
Hey, and I'm gonna help the brothers because oh boy, I know, nigga, I know, and they know too. You'll know when we break it down. But y'all let us know where y'all at, where y'all from, and we're gonna dive deep into the fold on this topic.
So, like, the first thing that I think is so important in being able to recognize if a person could be a great or a good potential partner for you is paying attention to your body. Like when you first meet somebody, when you first start engaging with somebody's energy, your body, your nervous system starts to communicate, right? Like literally that starts to happen. And I think so many people have learned to ignore the communication of their body like you did, right? You was on the drugs, so you couldn't even feel what was real or what was truth. You couldn't, really tap into that intuitive communication to know if somebody would actually work for you.
When you say nervous system, elaborate on that, because I think we got to understand what the nervous system is and how that particular system actually is used.
So the nervous system is literally like your physiological language. It is both spiritual and very much so physical. It is this connection that our brains and our bodies has. This amazing doctor, a Black woman, I forget her name, she describes the nervous system as like a tree, right? That has all of these different roots and branches that goes to different parts of your body, right? And so based off of our experiences, it impacts our nervous system. It impacts our body's communication, the messages that are being sent from our brain to the different parts of our bodies, right? So when we're talking about our nervous system communicates to us because of our past experiences, because of our past programmings, when we have certain experiences, it can trigger a part of our nervous system. It can trigger like an experience that we have. We can be reminded of our past in our bodies, right? So, for example, this is a great example. One of the biggest aha moments that I had with the nervous system was I had a volleyball player that I used to coach. And when I first started coaching her, the relationship was good. It was copacetic. I enjoyed it. In fact, she was like one of the oldest children to a mother that had 5 children, a single mother that had 5 children. And so this player really needed a mother figure like me. She needed somebody that was picking her up, bringing her to practice, making sure she ate, all of these different things. And for a long time, I really supported her in that way, right? But after the season, something switched in our relationship to where whenever we would be around each other, my solar plexus, right, or my nervous system would kind of get activated, right? I would just start to feel my solar plexus start spinning. And I started asking Spirit, like, what is this reminding me of? Like, why am I having this experience? And Spirit basically told me that this girl was basically using my energy, right? It was no longer a healthy relationship. It became codependency. And so I could literally feel that in my body whenever I would get with her. Whenever I would be around her, I would feel movement, right? In my belly specifically. And so our nervous system can activate different parts of our bodies based off of our past experiences.
No, that's real. And the funny thing is, like, we just came from this 8-day conference, and when we came back, we had a whole bunch of babysitters in our house, whole bunch. And hey, the Apollo will let you know, baby.
That's the sage, but
or
okay.
The sage Apollo will let you know. And essentially, dang, I knew this lighter would go out right now. Essentially, when we got home, our house was, let's just call it chaos. It had a lot of potential that we could have got to. And for the first day, we didn't do nothing about it. Second day, we didn't do nothing about it. And we just noticed other things messing up and jacking up and moving into a different direction that we wasn't really used to. We both looked at each other and said, you must sage. You must Palo.
You be starting to whisper sometimes, babe. Like, why did you... I'm sorry, y'all. I got to just ask him this. This is a little bit of a side note, and this is Divine
What's
Feminine
up,
Energy.
Dev? What's up, LaRonda? What's good, Mr. Patrick? DF Dub, Dallas Fort Worth. That's where we just at.
Why is this starting going down some? Like, you, like, it's like,
white, baby.
No, babe. I don't be understanding what be happening. At the very beginning of this, you were like, like your energy was up, and then you start talking about something, and then you're like, yeah, so you gotta. I'm like, where do these shifts?
This shit, you ask me, you don't be saying that when I'm whispering in your ear in the bedroom and shit.
I'm just trying to understand. So
hot and bothered in this thing.
Listen, I'm just saying right now in these streams, it be up, then it be down. I'll be like, baby,
that's exactly
what's happening with the energy?
Up and down, up and down, up and down, just bang, 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 bang.
So anyways, guys, our energetic body, it holds on to memories, right? I'm sure y'all have heard of the book, The Body Keeps the Score. This is where our experiences become imprinted inside of our physical bodies, right? And so when we meet certain people, their energy can activate something inside of us for better or for worse, right? Before we keep going, I want to know from y'all, have you ever walked into a room and you could just feel this energy? We even experience it. This is so dope. We even experience it whenever we walk into a room and you can just feel like they were just talking about you. That is literally like your nervous system, your energy, your body letting you know something just happened. Some engagement was just taking place that possibly involved you. We also see this whenever we go into certain spaces, certain environments. You can walk into a place and be like, yeah, this ain't the place for me. I'm not really feeling the vibes in here. Again, that is the nervous system or the intuition that is communicating with you through your physical senses.
So I got a question. So when a girl is walking and a guy is like across the street or across the way, like let's call it 300 yards, let's call it 300 feet away. However
far that is. Like I could just imagine 300 feet, but go ahead.
Just imagine 600 feet. Just kind of, it's some
600
distance.
Feet? Okay.
You can't really see him. He's far away. He's across the street. But for some reason, you can feel somebody looking at your ass. Do girls feel that?
I think girls, we can definitely sense when eyes are on us.
Okay.
You definitely can sense that. And again, that's how you know that our energy is always communicating. It's always picking up on things outside of ourselves, right? And sending us messages. So 100% truth.
So you know when I'm looking at you? No, because we're already intimately yoked.
Like when? What? Like
let's say you're in the kitchen and you're bending over doing something. And I'm like, oh shit. Right? Do you feel? No, I'm saying, do you feel like
if your energy is thick enough, if your energy is intense enough, I absolutely can feel that.
Right.
Right. If it's like a, kind of like a passing by kind of thing.
Now let's say Graham is in the house doing handiwork and stuff. And you drop something, you bend over and stuff. Do you think he's like, oh shit?
Do I think he's like
he might be looking like, damn. Do you feel that?
No, but No, I don't. First of all, I don't feel like he does that. I feel like he's a very
Right, he is
respectful
respectful.
man.
That's why I
He's
brought him
very
up. But I'm just
respectful.
saying,
He's a very respectful man. So
those are the
no,
ones you gotta watch.
no,
Them niggas that just, oh hey.
no, yeah, no. He's not like that. But women, we experience it all the time. You go to a grocery store and you can just feel like, oh, they were just glancing or they were just looking. They looked a little bit hard. Even if they do a little 1-2 like that, you can kind of sense what they are actually picking up on, right? You can actually sense what they are projecting. So I think one of the first things in being able to recognize if somebody can be a good partner for you. What?
What?
What? So I think like one of the first things is paying attention to how you feel in that person's presence, right? Like when you first meet this person, what does your body start to communicate? And this is why both men and women have to learn discernment. But that's a whole nother step. Step number 1 is really becoming in tune with your body and being able to feel into what you are experiencing. You know?
Yeah.
So I think my first time ever seeing you, I told this story before. You were like way over there, probably that 600 feet you were talking about, in the gym. And I remember I just turned and looked and like time stood still. I literally, like my mind stopped going, like everything just kind of ceased to exist the very first time I saw you, right? So that was a very real thing to me, and I'll never forget it because I felt the freeze happen, right? I felt stillness is what I felt. So a lot of times people are ignoring how they feel even when they first come in contact with someone, right? Like I've met somebody for the first time and could feel like this person was not shit, right? But probably ignored or disregarded that intuitive nudge, that intuitive hunch for whatever reason. Maybe everybody else is cool with the person, so let me just be cool with the person, right? And so I think that's number 1. It's just really being able to feel into your body. And you got to be able to tell because a lot of the sensations can feel the same. Nervousness and excitement can feel the same. Anxiety and excitement can feel the same. Butterflies in your body telling you something is not right can feel the same.
Yeah, I had a client, they were speaking of, well, he was essentially speaking in the aspect of like he felt like he really loved this girl. And that's how he was saying his feelings were. But in the grand scheme of things and what we kind of came down to and what we kind of acknowledged was because at the end of the day, he said he was feeling drained. Like every time he would get away from her, he'd be like, damn, I'm tired. Oh, I'm just, everything's just so heavy. He's just tired. And when he would be with her, he'd just be intense. And he was thinking that feeling, because I was helping him through it, he was thinking that feeling was excitement based off of, I don't want to tell all the story, but based off of his mama trauma issues in the past. So now all of a sudden, he wasn't recognizing that he was just believing love is an energy of somebody taking from you, without me getting too deep into his business because he might be listening. And that draining feeling is him doing a good job for his mate.
So that's a really great point. Because when we go back to the nervous system and we go and we can even use other words like energy or programming or subconscious. There's all of these words be interchangeable, right? But sometimes people's program is connected to chaos and love. They go together.
You see it all the time. That abusive boyfriend.
Yeah, that's like, that's
knocking that girl out. Wow.
Yeah.
And she just keep coming back. And you like, wait, what's going on? Why you keep? Oh, he does that because he loves me.
Yeah.
So they're
in her body,
right,
her program, the code that she is operating on, believes that, right? Maybe because that's how she saw her mother, her father. That's what she was programmed with. That's what her nervous system has become accustomed to. So many times, y'all, we have to get adjusted and reacquainted to peace, because a lot of times people are attracted to their trauma.
Right, exactly. And that's the situation I was telling you with when me and the girl being drug addicts, and we were just used to the drugs, and we were really in love with our bodies or the escape of not being in this reality, instead of really falling in love with ourselves. So naturally, we never liked each other. We didn't even, obviously we didn't love each other. We didn't like each other. But because she had these particular type of drugs, I had these particular type of drugs, and we could join the party of running from ourselves. Now, all of a sudden, we're just in a situationship, an abusive situationship. Even though we're not physically abusing each other, we're physically abusing ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit get deep and scary. What's up? What's up, Curbs? What's good? Well, LaRonda say, yes, I have been learning over the years to manage and shield when necessary. Absolutely, absolutely. And there's some good tools that you can utilize to shield yourself and to protect from low vibrational beings, because these low vibrational beings are out here. Now, besides the tools, a bigger tool is your chakra work, your spiritual chakra work, based off of you understanding that that is the emotional center, that is the energy centers that's going to impact you. So when you have these gut feelings, that's dealing with the solar plexus, your yellow belly, fear, right? That's dealing with the solar plexus, right? If you're feeling over sexual or, you're like a sex addict, that's dealing with your root chakra, your sacral chakra. And you got to do things to balance that energy out and utilize it and cultivate it to be more creative, more expressive in this world. So a lot of times our addictions are based off of unbalanced chakras and the feeling of, well, this is just all I always known, so I guess this is right. Let me get my sound effects right. You know how Dream get. Message.
Yeah, and sometimes what we actually desire or what we actually need is unfamiliar to us, right? And so we could also sense that in our bodies. But what I've learned is that you have to have discernment and you have to give yourself space before you start to label people, places, and things as good or bad for you, right? What do I mean by that? So my first encounter with you ever, there was stillness present. There was calm present. And every single time we connected with each other thereafter, it was very easy, very peaceful. Nervous system was calm. What do I mean by that? This is so good. I never felt like I had to really kind of think about what you were thinking about. Like, I don't remember moments of just being like, damn, how is he feeling? What's going on? That is a signal, ladies and gentlemen. Like, if you're overthinking, that is still your body communicating something to you or your brain communicating something to you, right? If you are feeling anxious, like you get around this person and you start to, get jitters in your body. And I'm not talking, that's why I'm saying discernment is so important and giving yourself the space is so important, because these energies can feel very similar, but can be different, right? And even in moments that are uncomfortable, because we've had uncomfortable moments where I didn't like the way that I was feeling, but it was spirit communicating to me that this was an opportunity to grow, right? Like there were times where you may have called me out about something or mentioned something like, hey, Desiree, I don't like this, or you need to think about this. And it created sensations in my body, right? But after I gave it time and after I sat with it, a level of peace came over me. So that's number one. When you are getting to know someone, connecting with them, first tune into your body and see how it feels. Are you anxious? Are you overthinking? Are you nervous? Now that nervousness could be like, whoa, you're really starting to like this person. You're feeling a little bit giddy. After it's all said and done, when you get some time to yourself, it is so important to lean in and discern, to recognize, okay, is this fear I'm feeling because I'm afraid of this new level of love? Or is this fear I'm feeling or this sensation I'm feeling letting me know this person is not right? Let me scram before I get in too deep and I'm in a situation that I don't want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to feel into your body and then give yourself the time to discern the messages. What I love to do after I'm having any type of engagement, it could be a business relationship, it could be a friendship. After I connect with somebody and I feel into it, I like to take it into my dream world where I'm like, okay, Spirit, reveal to me something in my dream that would let me know who and what this person is to me. What am I supposed to receive from them? How are we supposed to engage? Should I proceed with this person in whatever it may be? Because we're not just talking about romantic relationships. This is also business partnerships, friendships. Mm-hmm. Should you actually open up, have a certain level of vulnerability and connection with this person?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I had a homegirl. She was dating a guy, and she was kind of just using him, you know what I'm saying? But he was a good guy, had money, really good heart, just all around good guy. Mm-hmm. But she wasn't, you know, she was basically trauma ridden in the hood and stuff like that. And she would tell me, man, Fofo, man, look, hey, and you know, just being all the way real, I knew she wasn't like all the way into him or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he was a really good guy and had a good heart and all of that. Mm-hmm. But she was just like, he don't make me feel that thing that you do.
Why you had to do that? Why are you playing with me?
I'm used to, but I'm saying, like, I was like, damn, because he was a real good guy, right? And he was really like.
So instead of her engaging with the real good guy and allowing herself to feel that, she wanted to come play around with you.
Well, it was different because I guess, and that's the thing, she was just matching trauma for trauma.
So she was attracted to your trauma.
Trauma, right? She wasn't attracted to me because this one, I'm still drug abuse and everything, right? Mm-hmm. So we're attracted to each other's traumas, but here this church going good guy dude is, and he's carrying it well, and he has money and everything, and he's doing all the right things. You know, a girl would say, no kids. We was young. We was like 20. He didn't look bad. He looked a good looking brother, you know what I'm saying? Kind of tall. I don't know, you know, and I get it. So now you're saying, and what we're saying is, if you're not healed, you can't really even necessarily be in a relationship.
No, I don't agree with that.
Not all the way healed, but like in a lot of these, you know, people's situations, they're bringing baggage and a lot of trauma into the relationship without trying to work on self.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, y'all let us know in the comments if that has been you. Have you been in a connection or in a situation or in a relationship with somebody who had all of these great qualities, but your trauma would not allow you to receive them? You weren't prepared to receive them because you were still attached to an old way of thinking, an old way of being, etc. I have had experience like that, so I do know what you mean when you say that.
Yeah, she thought peace and nice meant no chemistry. Like she wanted the dangerous guy. She wanted the adventure, right? Which is a real thing because you do need, like, everybody needs that adventure, that spark, that fire.
That excitement. You do want that. And there's a multitude of ways that you can acquire that in your relationships. Like, it's exciting for us to do inner work with each other. But I think when that happens, it is a message of, okay, we're just not meant to be connecting with each other at this time.
Wait, what happens?
When one person is like, they may be like ideal, they got all of these great things going on with them, and the other person is like, but something is missing, like something is not there. They're not fully ready to commit in that way. They
and the crazy thing is, he loved her guts. And he wasn't, but I believe that he was trying to, you know, these Christian people be trying to, I'm going to save her. I'm going to heal her. Nigga, your ass about to get played like a...
So yeah, that definitely happens. And that's where people, like, there's a saying, like attracts like, right? Where people want that comfortability. They want that trauma bond. But like you said, it's so important before you even really enter a relationship seriously that you already be in a certain level of inner work.
Right.
Like we are not perfect, and us coming on here on these live streams is not to tell y'all that we are perfect. We are just scientists in our relationship and have been since the beginning of our relationship, which is why I think we have lasted this long and will continue to thrive in our relationships. But at the very beginning, we had some aspects that were trauma bonds. I mean, we grew up in the same hood. We both grew up with absent fathers for two different reasons, but still absent fathers. We both grew up with single mothers, just trying to make it. And so those one of the ways that we connected, and a part of that trauma made us both very independent, right? Like really feeling like we could do things on our own. But so we had to learn to be interdependent with one another. So I don't think that you have to be all the way healed to have a good relationship or to enter into a relationship. But I do think you have to, number one, have self-awareness and want to grow. And not just want to grow, but be willing to actually do the work.
Yeah, because relationships are the teacher.
Yes.
Relationships are, that's actually how I knew I was going to come into a divine goddess like you. Because I went through experience after experience after experience that wasn't really serving my greater good. And we wasn't on the same, maybe, consciousness level. Like, we have a thing because we're really conscious and aware. You know what I'm saying? Like all the dreams and stuff we go on and things of that nature. Like, this is a different level of love and power. You feel me? In these relationships that we had in the past and things of that nature, it was just training us and putting us in the right mindset to actually do this great work that we're doing today on this camera.
So
what's up? The Alchemist Empress was good. BB was good. Was good. Yeah.
Hey Vash.
Oh, Vash is on here. Good.
Yes.
What's up?
I am Crown 85. What's up?
Oh, okay. Oh no, that's Vash right there. Okay. What's up? What's up? Alicia, what's good? Let's see if we can answer some of these questions. Your dream, hunky retention benefit the fellas regarding this topic? That's a great question, BB.
Really good question.
Actually, it is going to help you just based off of your transmuting your energy from the lust state, your sexual energy from the lust state, and transmuting it to the love state, right? So then when you're loved, you express love outwardly. So sexual transmutation is important, and it's very vital, not just semen retention, because semen retention, your energy will still be down there. When you're transmuting your energy up, which we talk about a lot in the Patreon and the Shivatism, essentially what you're doing is becoming more aware, become more conscious, become more loving. So now, naturally, instead of me looking at D-Ray with my penis, I'm looking at her with my heart. And now I can feel love. And it's not only just loving on her even more deeply, but it's loving my experiences to create, loving my ability to express. I don't mean you got to express talking wise like we do, but you can express with writing. You can express with building something. You can express yourself with creating creating music, dancing, right? So when you do transmute that energy up, essentially that sexual energy becomes creative energy. And that's the true meaning of this place. We are creators, and that's why we're down here in the first place.
So since we went into the sexual aspect of things, let's go there. Okay, because everybody, I mean, most people, a lot of spiritual people like to talk about the sexual intimacy parts of it. And I think a part of that is, I was thinking about this the other day, how in the spiritual community, there has been so much stuff that has been put out there about sex magic and tantric sex and the divine horror that, I mean, Brother Yosef, when we were doing these New Love Life events, he would say like, nah, y'all don't know. People will come together, meet each other on the first night and be banging it on, okay? Getting it on, doing a thing, right? I mean, you're adults and you're free to do that. But we would recommend not, right? We would recommend actually getting to know people on a mental, spiritual, emotional level because we understand the power of sex, right? But when you do get to that point, if you have been at that point, some of you are already in relationships right now, and you may be able to tell by what your body is doing in your intimate moments if this person is actually a great partner for you. This has been scientifically proven that we as masculine and feminine radiate pheromones, right? There are some people that you may connect with or relate with that for some reason their body chemistry just does not work with your body chemistry. And then on the opposite of that, there are some people that you may connect with where the body chemistry just works. Dream and I's body chemistry, just from the beginning, it just worked, right? Like lock and key. Like I could just be on him, under him, and vice versa. And there was never no like, just like that type of frequency. That also carried over into our sexual chemistry. I truly feel that if a man cannot bring a woman to an orgasm and do it consistently, that man is probably not her man. That's probably not the man that she's supposed to be with.
God damn.
That's what I feel, right? Because bringing a woman to an orgasm is such a it can feel like a puzzle piece, okay? It can feel like you are having to connect the dots. For Dream and I, it came easy, right? Like I struggled before him and I got together. Before him and I got together, I was not experiencing orgasms like that, right? When we got together, it became easy.
Real nigga here, real nigga, Southwest, baby.
Now,
H-Town, what it do? Stand up, hey. We in this
you
thing.
stop doing the most.
Oh, my bad.
That is enough.
Bad.
I tread lightly with how much I share. I really do. I tread lightly with how much I share because
no, but that's
we
good.
We talked
baby.
about it.
It's powerful because that's just love. That's just our connection. That's just our union. You know what I'm saying? Our body being one, and that oneness is a entity. It's not about the orgasm. It's more so about the trust. You feel me? That our bodies have for each other, that our souls have for each other. So you trust me to bring you, or just to mend with your body to be one entity, to be one being. And that's a celebration of energetic explosion through your body and mine. Because best believe I'm feeling it too, and I'm feeling all of my body shaking and shivering. And,
Yeah, I think it's a level of safety mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So then when we come together physically, that just happens, right? Now it still takes some creativity, right? It still takes some intentionality, but it happens. So I feel like there are many women that have been in relationships with men who have not been able to successfully bring them to that point. And I think a part of it is one, the woman doesn't feel safe enough with that man, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Two, he may not love her enough to spend the time in figuring out what makes her blow.
Wait. So safety
Yeah,
doesn't mean
I believe that.
safety doesn't mean the bag. What if he got that bag?
And so certain women will accept that. Certain women will accept, okay, he has the bag. It's okay if he can't bring me to orgasm. I can bring myself to orgasm.
I'm saying, wouldn't that mean she feels safe? Because now he got the bag.
No,
He's gonna secure the home.
No.
Hey, I got
Safety
you.
is way more than the bag. It's way more than the bag. We've seen multiple women be in relationships where they are financially provided for, but are not safe mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Right? Like I've seen it in my own life. My mother is a domestic violence survivor. I am the child of a domestic violence survivor. Right? And my mom never had a man that could not provide. She was never going to bring a man in the house that could not take care of business and take a financial load off of her plate. But some of these men were not safe for her. They were not safe for her children. And so I think that that's a very big deal. But really going back to the sexual chemistry part, it's such a real one. I've had friends that have been in relationships with men and their pH balance is off. They feel uncomfortable in their nether regions, in their feminine parts, right? Just a little bit off, just something not flowing, right? And a lot of times, the relationship that she has with her man is playing a part in that. It's not just cleanliness, right? A lot of times people would like to keep it at that cleanliness. Oh, it's how you're eating. You're not drinking enough water. You need to get some cranberry in your system. A lot of times it's a misalignment in the relationship and the physical body is communicating. Right? I fully believe that. I feel like a man, when he really loves a woman and he truly wants to see this woman be pleasured and see her float and see her exist in those higher realms, he's going to figure out how to bring her to pleasure. He's going to figure out how to bring her to orgasm. This again is body communication that is very spiritual, right? So if that's not happening, it says a lot about the relationship. Women.
Yeah, one of our clients, we had, remember she was dealing with the same type of man over and over and over again. And essentially, she wasn't feeling that particular person. And we were just kind of trying to help her identify the understanding that it's not the man, it's you in a patterned type of situation where you keep on believing that this next person is going to change. But what do they say? Different face, same energy.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right? These patterns that we're repeating with ourselves is causing us to be in the same situationships, same relationships, same breakups situations, same story, same infidelity process, same over and over and over again. So what we got to do is really look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves courageously, do we want to change? Because the reflection is not going to change unless you change.
Yeah.
So before me and D-Ray got together, I went on a hiatus, a strong hiatus of nothing but reading getting in my work, getting in my bag, and really just studying and learning about myself through books, through meditation, through, just through understanding, right? Deeper and deeper with myself, just by myself, no TV, no social media, no nothing. For a whole straight year. I'll be on the phone, that's it. And one of the persons I was on the phone with was D. Ray, a lot. And she was overseas, she was doing her volleyball thing. And, we would build and we'd have conversations, deeper conversations than just the surface level stuff, right? And those deep conversations led to more and more transmissions of me understanding, oh, she's actually on her journey too. She's meditating, she's practicing this, practicing that, right? So essentially, when she got fired from overseas,
I was not fired, but
what
okay.
happened?
I left.
Oh, you left, huh?
I left.
Yeah, you left. I know.
I was actually thinking about this the other morning. Don't forget your thought. I was in the shower or something in the bathroom thinking about my overseas experiences and just realizing it just wasn't worth it. I was in Germany, not making enough money to be there. It was cold as hell. I was the only Black person in the town, literally. And I was just like, it's not worth it.
What was we talking on?
Uvu.
Uvu, that's funny that you remember Uvu.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Uvu,
do y'all know Uvu? Put it in
forget.
the chat if y'all know Uvu. Yeah, damn, not even Zoom. Uvu. God,
I don't even think Zoom was out then. I think the only other thing that was out was Skype.
Right.
Skype, but we was on Uvu.
The point is, boom, she gets home and shit. Now we mixing and grooving, we building, we diving deep, we, going on dates, understanding each other, and sure and behold, long story short, here we are 11 years later. The magic 11, baby.
Do you think your body gave you any signals to let you know that I was your person?
Absolutely.
What would you say those signals were? I can't. They didn't see your whole arm kind of lean up, doing all of that. You're not hiding.
Like, whoa, hold on.
You gotta you.
No, I think when when you was first coming over to my apartment, right, and we would just build. We wasn't on no sex or anything. We wouldn't even we wasn't thinking about sex, right? Like, how. Because, I'm just not that type to just be like, yeah, let me try to get her out of her drawers and shit, right? So we would build and vibe, and the vibe would lead us to kissing, touching, and then making love, right? There was one day we did that the whole day, 3-4 times that day. We was just in it, like, damn. Just vibing, talking about spiritual concepts, talking about spiritual aspects, talking about a whole bunch of, this is before the kids. And sure enough, boom. I told D-Ray, I said, hey, look, this is our first son, right? I said, hey, babe, look, whatever you do, let's not lose ourselves because we're having this child. Like, let's see. Sure enough, life started happening. We get the child. We kind of, it's first child, right? So now we're scrambling, trying to understand the child. We're loving on the child. And, it's important for couples, it's very important to, love your children, especially if y'all have kids, love your children. But you must go on dates. I cannot express that enough. Because what got y'all together is what's going to hold y'all together. If y'all start working, kids, this and that, and not really going on dates, not really just being with each other, right? Like, we went to Dallas, we had a fire time, boy. Road trip. We vibing in the car
the whole way. Like,
we looked up, we was in Dallas.
It was great. It was great.
Nice music, chemistry, vibes, you feel me? So naturally, you want to keep that connection and keep that level of energy up, because kids can have a thing where they, I don't want to say slow you down, and kids actually can pick you up. But remember, y'all gotta just know how y'all started and what y'all are meaning to each other before them funky ass kids.
I would say so I came on to Dream first, and this was the first time that I had ever done that before. I had never been the girl that would put myself out there in that way. Now, mind you, we were already friends for 4 years. And like he said, I had just came back from overseas and we were talking, and he was like a voice of reason for me while I was figuring out my next plans with life and all of that. And I was having a housewarming party, and he came to the housewarming party, which I really loved. He showed his support that time. I remember I told y'all last time he didn't come to my 21st birthday, but for this one, he came. He came to the housewarming. And we were vibing. We were talking and all of the things. And this was the first time that I actually felt my womb get activated. Mm. This was my first time that I actually felt like, I guess the word would be lust, right? Mm-hmm. But it was obviously more than that. But that was like an entry point of us taking our relationship beyond friendship. Mm. This was a time where I realized, like, oh, girl, that ain't your friend. That's somebody that you want some of. And so he's at the house and he's walking, doing whatever, I don't know. Obviously, he's there for me. He's coming to show his support. So that was an act of love in the making. And when I seen him, something inside of me wanted him. Mm-hmm. And I remember telling him, like, I want you to stay with me tonight. I had never done something like this. I was shocked. I was almost like shy. I was almost like, girl, what are you doing? Like, how are you? But I did. And he obliged, right? He was with it. He was like, okay, I'm gonna stay with you tonight. And we had a good night. And from that night, we've been together ever since. Literally been together ever since. What I will also say that I think is very deep and spiritual is before we got together, he had a party at his house. He invited me to the party at his house. I come to the party at his house. We're just friends. We're taking shots, having a good time. I have one of my best friends with me at this party. And one of these girls is just hating. Okay? Y'all, ladies, you know what I mean? How you can just tell like a girl is just like throwing shade. Like a girl is just in a frequency of like hating. You ever like been in a place and you can tell a girl kind of looking at you side eye, kind of like who is she? Like, what's she doing here? Like that type of vibe. We already talked about the nervous system and our bodies being able to pick up on energy, our intuition communicating with us. Well, I was having this experience where I'm at his party and another female that he has here is clearly throwing shade, hate, and she's clearly feeling some type of way. The energy is thick. Mm-hmm. Give him a snack.
Give him a snack real quick, good.
Give him a granola bar. So this girl is like hating, right? We ain't even like, I'm coming in here. Matter of fact, I had on a top like I have on right now. Very chill. Relax. Like, I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to whatever. This girl has a whole attitude. I pull him to the side. I'm like, hey, friend, because we're just friends at the time. You got a girl in your party that is acting like she want to nook if you buck. I'm asking him, like, is this your girlfriend or something? Like, because she's clearly mad that I'm here. I don't know her. Mm-hmm. So what does that say to me? Looking back, hindsight 2020, her physiological language, her nervous system, her energy, her body could feel, oh, this is competition, even though I wasn't even in that space. Mm-hmm. She was in protective mode. Maybe in her mind, she thought you were her man or somebody that she liked. I was trying to ask you, like, were you and that girl? I literally was asking him that night while at his house, have you been with this girl before in the past? Like, have y'all, like, is this a friend with benefits and she wants something more? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I think a lot of times there's energetic, you know how you walk by somebody and you be like, yeah, man, I don't really fuck with this nigga. And you don't know why. You like that.
She didn't fuck with me.
I don't know why I don't fuck with this nigga. I don't know what it is, but I don't fuck with this nigga. Well, that's energetic recognition of past life events y'all went through. I'm telling you what it is. You know, y'all probably have people at your job, and you walk by that nigga and you be like, damn, I really don't fuck with you. I don't know why. He never said nothing to you or nothing. You just mug, just mean mug. And you know, the goddesses got that because we used to live in a matriarchal society. And they were kind of the warrior goddess. Go look back at Wonder Woman and all them Amazonian women fighting and stuff. Yeah. That energy is still in your DNA, in your epigenetic system, to where you probably was part of a tribe. They were part of another tribe. And now y'all meeting in this particular life incarnation to reconcile it. But that energy that you're feeling is so strong that you don't want to address it. So sometimes when that happens, you must address it. You must figure out why your DNA memory is trapped in a kind of hating energy before you even know the person.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to understand what happened with that girl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Shit,
do you know the girl that I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She was tall, just like me too. We were both tall, like standing eye to eye. It was like,
yeah, I might have been in a warrior spirit.
We got beef, sis.
Yeah, back in the day, back in the
day. I think it was. I thought it was that day.
Oh, it's shit.
That day,
shit. She probably felt it. Hey, Nuck, if you buck, you feel me?
Yeah, she was not feeling it,
and that's a real thing. So
tell them the story about your girlfriend that you had at the Prospect Park.
What about her, babe? What happened?
It's another story of those moments of the energy knowing.
Right. Well, what grade? What she was in? Sophomore year of college or something?
Yeah, I don't know if I was a sophomore in college. Maybe a junior or a senior.
Okay.
I was home visiting though.
Anyway, I'm doing my thing and doing me. Single out here vibing. Well, I was single other than a relationship with her, right? And we were doing our thing. We went out, and I ran into D Ray. I know her from 24 Hour Fitness. She was a girl at the front desk, right? Desiree coming to me with my girl right there, or whatever, my ex-girl, or whatever. She said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Give me a hug. Right?
Don't make it seem like I gave you like a chest hug or something. I don't even remember giving you a hug.
I don't know.
I don't think I gave you a hug.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's a little bit, if you sitting there with
it might have been too much.
It might have been too much. I don't think I gave you a hug.
But she was kind of short.
She was shorter. Yeah, she was shorter.
So he probably was like, shit, what am I going to do with this figure?
Tall ass Amazonian girl.
And anyway, we chopped it up or whatever, and you just went along your way, and then boom, turn around. First thing she say, who is that, your wife? I'm like, girl, what the hell? I was tripped. And that's a true story. Swear to God, everything. And she said, who is that, your wife? And shit, in my mind, I'm thinking, shit, maybe she is. You feel me? Not even knowing that you would be my wife one day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. So
that's the magic of life.
Yeah. And that situation, because she was super Christian, super duper Christian out of there, right? And I was just kind of pandering with her, essentially just based off of the Christianity thing. And that's another thing. Like my goddess had to be tall. This little girl, You know what I'm saying?
That was a grown woman, but she was short.
You know, she was shorter, right? We was cool, and I don't know what it was just a lot of different.
She was a chocolate girl. I remember her vividly. I remember even.
You follow her on Facebook?
I do not follow her on Facebook.
Oh, I'm about to say, God, damn.
Yeah, but I definitely remember the experience vividly. I remember the experience vividly.
Nice.
She was a dark-skinned girl, kind of like maybe even your complexion. Looked like she had locks too.
Oh, you don't say.
I have a great memory.
What else she was on? What else you know?
She looked a little bit nerdy. That was the thing that threw me off.
Okay.
The thing that threw me off is she was a little bit nerdy girl. Not that anything is wrong with nerdy girls. I love nerdy girls, right?
Okay.
But I always felt like you needed a little bit more like you needed somebody a little bit more, bring a little bit something different.
Right. Did she? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not that anything is wrong with wearing glasses, because you wear glasses, right? You are my nerdy guy, right? But the path of the Shivatism, you need something a little bit,
Absolutely. Let me see what y'all talking about in here. What y'all talking about? Ovo bringing back memories. What was y'all laughing about? That was a bit spiritual. I forgot. What was we making them laugh about? That
I have no clue.
I completely forgot. So yeah, just understand, right, that, and sometimes you'll be in a relationship with somebody and they might have been your enemy in a past life. And naturally, y'all are trying to make amends, or you made a soul contract to make amends with this enemy. So you're going to have to go through an ordeal, a battle, right? And your bodies might be gravitating towards each other, really blending and mending. But for some reason, you be having like low vibrational thoughts about this person, or, you know what I'm saying? And that's just your spirit or your ego trying to hold on to that war that y'all used to have in past lives. But now you're going to have to break out of that spell of the human and transform your energy into love and be with the person correctly, properly, to not reincarnate in this particular world again. Very, very important to understand that. There's a good book to get. What's the book called? With
A Radical Approach to the Akashic Records.
A Radical
Approach to the Akashic Records by Melissa Fake.
Very good book. It explains a lot about that and a lot about energies and just past lives. So if you don't need a book to read and understand that even more, get that.
I want to talk about this too, because it's so important. We've all seen it before. Matter of fact, I want y'all to tell me in the comments, have y'all ever witnessed a woman or a man being in a relationship with someone and it looks like their light has just been drained? Like the vitality, the liveliness, the love, the energy that they once used to radiate, sometimes even the money that they used to have gets depleted, right? I have a great friend. I mean, this friend of mine is like my sister, right? I don't have any biological sisters, but this is my sister. We're just so real and authentic with each other, genuine with each other. She is always going to be beautiful to me, right? Always, because I know her inside and out, right? But before she got married to this particular guy, she had this vibrancy, this light in her eyes and light in her face. I still see it there. But at one point in time when she came to visit recently, Dream was like, what's going on with her? She don't look as light and as bright as she used to look. And this is, I appreciate you for being able to say that, right? Because you can tell energy, and it doesn't have to be like a sexual thing or even a romantic thing, right? Energy is energy. So you being able to say that says a lot to me. I really had to take your words into consideration because all I see is my friend. But you were like, nah, she looked different. Her energy is different. And lo and behold, after her and I really sat down and really talked, the guy that she's been married to and having kids with, has literally not been really supporting her, not really being present mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, like in all the ways that a husband and a man is supposed to provide and hold space for his woman, he hasn't been doing.
Mm.
And it is showing in the way that she looks. It is showing in her energy. This is one of the ways that the body communicates if a relationship is right for you.
Mm.
This is one of the ways that your energy communicates if a relationship is right for you. You are supposed to get better in your relationships.
Mm.
You're supposed to get sexier, more abundant, more fruitful in your relationships, right? Dream and I were always into fitness and things like that. But being with him took my fitness level to a whole nother level. Hence how we had that first child, right? Being together over these years, we've gotten better. I mean, if you go back and look at some of our YouTube videos from years ago, we look better than how we looked in the past.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's supposed to happen, right? You know how they say aging like fine wine?
Mm-hmm.
That's what should be happening in your relationships. And so if the opposite is happening, that will tell you a lot. A lot of times it's not just, oh, the woman just doesn't take care of herself. Oh, she had the kids and she stopped exercising. She stopped doing her skin care and her self-care routines. A lot of times it's deeper than that.
Yeah, we know that because we got 4 kids and G-Ray still look fine as wine, like fine wine, huh?
It's real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's real. The relationships can really impact your energy.
So what I want the family to do is ask themselves a question. Y'all can leave this question in the comments, and we'll read them and we'll respond to them. When you leave a person, what does your body feel like when you're not around this person that you're in a relationship with, right? And it don't even have to be a intimate relationship. It could be a friendship. A friendship. I got partners when I used to,
or even a work relationship. It's people at your work that you like. Let me not be around him.
I'm not around this person. I feel way better. What does your body consistently feel like around a person? Ask yourself that question and really tap into how you feel when you are around this person. Because if you feel
heavy, energy feel like this, body feel like this.
If you feel stuck, if you don't feel free, if you don't feel light, if you don't feel
or maybe you feel like this. You feel like your shoulders are just up to your ears.
Ooh, shit.
Or you feel like your jawline is just tight. And then you got to look up and ask yourself, damn, why my shoulders sitting up here? Wait, let me remember to relax.
Right.
And that's the thing about why paying attention to your body to determine if a relationship is right for you is because if your body stays in a certain position for long enough, it will make that your new normal. And so your new normal becomes shoulders up tight, right? Your new normal becomes tightness in your back. Your new normal becomes tightness in your chest, right? Because you can't trust, because you can't open up, because you can't be vulnerable. So you got to pay attention to how you feel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's answer this question. And if y'all got any more questions before we get out of here, leave them before we answer this question. Can there be love without lust? Can there be love without lust? Can there be love without lust?
Well, we know, of course. Oh, he said romantic love. Can there be romantic love without lust?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, you got to feel a certain attraction to somebody, right? And attraction goes deeper than physical, right? When we're talking about attraction, we're talking about energetically. So energetically, you can lust for somebody and feel, your loins and everything go up because you are into this person. Now, the aspect of falling in love or being in love comes down to more of a spiritual lens of a divine union with each other and and your souls kind of meeting and relating. You feel me? That's the whole point of relationship. So the union has to be strong in order for it to enter into love. But yeah, obviously you can, you got to start with, y'all
that
physically
yearning
can
and that
see
desiring
each
is
other.
like an entry point into
Right. You have
deeper.
that's like almost a must. And me and D-Ray, we just started off as friends, right? She was 18, I was probably what, 24 or something.
7 years or whatever that is.
Right. And we were friends, we were cool, we didn't see each other like that. And things just kind of, as she was off in college, I'm doing my thing, sowing my Royal Oats, doing me. Boom. She comes home. Boom. We kick it off. We hit it, and lo and behold, 11 years later,
I
4
wouldn't
kids
say you
later.
were sowing your royal oats, because sowing royal oats to me would mean, well,
Nigga,
I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna say all that. I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Because when you was a freshman in college, I just got out of college because I was
Yeah.
like one of them 6-year seniors.
Yeah. So you
7
and I
years.
yeah. So
I
you
think
were
I
a
did
man out
7
there
years at-
living what you thought was your best life.
So I know, but when I got out of college, that shit was different. Them relationships back in the H was completely different than that college shit. I was going through it.
What you mean? College was like how are they different? Because college, it seems like it's so condensed. Like everybody is like right here. You have easier access to more
Nigga, my life.
Women. I feel like Houston,
crazy,
big,
nigga.
Everything, everywhere. You gotta like,
I don't know. I was stuck in a conundrum. That's another show for another day, and we'll bring and deliver that to y'all next time. Next time is
let's give them next time is your birthday is Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're not doing nothing on that day.
Well, we will see. Wait, babe, you gotta give them some more. Go back to the thing. I needed to see this. So we really want y'all, yes, we're on here having fun, but most importantly, we want y'all to be able to receive what we are saying and really, really utilize it, whether it is in a romantic relationship or a platonic friendship relationship, right? Really learn to trust your body and to discern what you are experiencing, right? And this is just one way to start to determine if somebody could be a really great partner for you. Like, do you actually feel grounded and supported when you are in connection with this person, right? Do you feel like, and not just feel, but do you know that great things are possible for you in your life when you are in connection or in relationship with this person? Do you actually feel safe in your body, right? Dream and I, when we were just friends, I felt super safe with him. I'm pretty sure that some of you women and men, it is possible for you to feel unsafe with a woman. It's possible. If you feel like a woman is going to tear you down, right? If you feel like she's going to be constantly criticizing you, judging you, that means you don't feel safe with that woman. As a man, as a woman, if you feel like this man lacks self-control, that means you don't feel safe with him. If you are around a man that lacks discipline, maybe he smokes too much or drinks too much or gambles a lot, whatever the situation may be, those are signals of not being safe. Now, what safety feels like, it feels like, man, and this is a thing, because safety can feel boring for people. That's the thing that why you have to work on your self-awareness, your discernment, and your inner work. Safety can feel like contentment. Safety can feel like peace. Safety can feel like curiosity, like you can explore with this person, right? And so you just really want to pay attention. I tell you, these things will save your life and they will save you time.
Absolutely.
So pay attention to how your body feels when you first meet a person. Pay attention to the revelations that you have when you are no longer in their space. What's happening in your mind? Are you thinking the same old thoughts that you were thinking in that past relationship, that past situation? Pay attention to how you feel when you're no longer in their space. Are you feeling tense? Are you feeling pain? Like, really lean in. Your body is communicating to you way before your mind gets on board with whatever you are experiencing. Don't try to disregard what your body is communicating to fit whatever frame of mind you are in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, family, I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Appreciate all the love, baby. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Don't let these people at your job piss you off. Leave questions in the comments if y'all got them.
And also, I'm sorry, babe. Let us know some other topics that y'all want us to talk about in the comments, right? What we're bringing y'all right now is things that we are channeling as important messages, and we're doing this, right? Dreams and desires is happening, right?
Absolutely.
We showing up consistently. So let us know some things that interest y'all. Let us know some things that may be showing up in your life that you want, some clarity, some insight, or a spiritual perspective on when it comes down to relationships. And it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships, but this is also your relationship with yourself.
Healing your relationship with self.
Healing your relationship with yourself to heal your relationships with others.
Y'all know what it is, family. Peace to the gods.